Thomas Brolin gets the 26th birthday present he wanted most of all, a place in the Leeds starting lineup for the first time. The Swede is still working back to full fitness after breaking a leg, but matches like this are the perfect way to achieve it. David Batty returns to Elland Road for the first time as a Blackburn player over 2 years after his transfer across the Pennines, and on the day that he and Graeme Le Saux were banned for 2 matches by UEFA for their infamous dust-up in Moscow last week. The only change made by Howard Wilkinson from the team beaten at Newcastle sees Brolin's debut with Richard Jobson cup-tied. Carlton Palmer reverts to a centre-back role. Blackburn boss Ray Harford solves a similar riddle with a straight swap. Lars Bohinen, in brilliant form since his move from Nottingham Forest, is ineligible, so Scottish international Billy McKinlay steps up. One of the Premier League's top officials, Keith Cooper, has made the journey from South Wales to take charge. There's over £40 million worth of talent on view at Elland Road this evening. Over 24 million of that possessed by Blackburn Rovers, playing in a change strip tonight of red and black. The strip that's not been too fortunate for them in European competition. And now Batty. Very much a Leeds boy, David Batty, and I think the fans here are appreciating that. They'd like to see him back here one day, I think. Here goes Dorigo down the left. And a little back heel made a present of the ball. Now Brolin with his first touch of the ball. Ford finding Gary Kelly, continuing a remarkable run of consecutive appearances, Gary Kelly, for Leeds. Tonight his 117th match in a row since making his full debut. Brolin. I'm not sure what McAllister was intending there, but he's played the ball straight downfield for Tim Flowers, the Leeds skipper. Ray Harford in the centre of the picture, Derek Fazakerley on his left, chief coach. What a season he's had, Ray Harford. I said before the game, it's just gone from bad to worse with so much media attention. That's been the problem. He also reckons the fact that Blackburn have had so many matches has really hampered them. 23 games played. Now Newell. Wide is Ripley. Ripley versus Dorigo here, and Ripley will get a cross in, and it comes, and it's going to be just toe poked wide in the end. Shearer and Newell between them, unable to take the chance that occurred. There's a strange sort of opening with nobody able to get a conclusive touch here. Ripley did well to get around Dorigo. Palmer was at full stretch, and then it just came off Newell, really. Through for Brolin. As expected, Brolin is playing in what they call a hole in footballing terms, just behind Tony Yeboah, with Brian Dean on a white ride berth tonight. Sometimes plays wide down the left, tonight he's down the right. And here is Brolin. Ford. That's the first moment to thrill the crowd. He was a long, long way out there, Yeboah, over 30 yards. He really had to tussle to win the ball from Hendry, and he skipped around Le Saux, and the only thing on his mind from that moment was to try and hit the target. That he did, but Flowers was there. Tony Yeboah and Alan Shearer at the other end, who have both got terrific goal-scoring records, of course, are two of the only 5 English-based players nominated for European Footballer of the Year. And Shearer's got a wonderful goal-scoring record against Leeds United. 8 goals in the last 3 seasons against them, including a hat-trick here 2 years ago. Nice to see the wheelchair spectators here, given a vantage point for viewing. And it's Leeds on the attack, but Hendry's boot nips that one in the bud. Billy McKinley, the most recent signing at 1.75 million from Dundee United. Ford was in quickly there, that's his game, and he does it well. Mark Ford, who's fought his way into this Elland Road starting lineup. Oh, lovely dummy by Brolin. And now Brolin with a shot! Good try! How he loved that that one have gone in. A moment to excite the Elland Road fans with their first glimpse of Thomas Brolin. First of all, he dummied over the ball, then McAllister, then Dean, and the swinging shot swerved just wide. That will have encouraged him. He scored 4 goals in the last 2 World Cup finals for Sweden, so he knows the way to the net. Newell up against Wetherell, who wins. And then it's Sherwood. Here's Lasso. Newell's taken up an intelligent position there, but harassed by Kelly. He has to play the ball back for McKinley. And Leeds have everybody behind the ball, though Shearer still manages to find a shot. And even though it's a long way high and wide, Shearer won't care about that. Did well to get a shot in of any kind. Chesting it down so well. Not finishing quite as adroitly. Two lovely touches there from Dorigo. He just got a knock on his ankle at the weekend, but now he's conceded possession to Batty. Blackburn with 3 in the middle. If they can get a decent ball up through here, it's Ripley. Can't get past Palmer though. So neither can Speed deliver a clearance. So Ripley has another tilt at Dorigo. Oh, and Palmer sliced it. And the header from McKinley was screwed a long way wide. Ripley with the ball across here, and Carlton Palmer just lunged at it and got it wrong. So did McKinley. Now Brolin with a bit of space. Dean on his outside, only McAllister up the middle at the moment. So Brolin now tries to thread it in. And he does that well. And a corner won by McAllister for Leeds. For which Wetherell will go up. Palmer stays back this time. It's in from McAllister. There's a bit of pushing and shoving went on there. It was all to the satisfaction of the referee, however. And now Wetherell still up. In comes Dean.
Elland Road, he was the player of the year. Flowers beaten helpless by that scything shot from Dino. Kelly was the one who picked it back up again, and when it was knocked out, Hendry dwelled a little and Dean punished him. Kelly's cross, Wetherell who won it there well, but Hendry, I'm sure, was unaware that Dean was lurking with menace. 1-0 Leeds United. Dean's at 3rd of the season, and they've come against Middlesbrough, Newcastle and now Blackburn, so it's a good spell for Brian Dean. Sherwood. Shearer. Little nudge onto Newell. He'll keep it in. And then Ripley gets a corner. Blackburn have beaten Swindon and Watford to reach this stage. Leeds having overcome Notts County and Derby. And Blackburn have scored a few goals in the competition as well, but that's Brolin with a header away. Ripley again. It's hit in low. Batty. Roundly booed now. And here's a free shot. And here's another one coming in from Hendry. Shearer had the first stab at it. Hendry the second, and there was plenty of venom in that effort. Colin Hendry, just like Dean, was a scorer here only a few months ago. Shearer's first effort came back to him, and he didn't hang around either. Just one goal this season. That was in a 5-1 victory against Coventry, but he did score here in April. Paul Hart and Peter Gunby among the lead think tank tonight down there. 7 of them in the dugout on the touchline in all. The manager's hiding for the moment. He's no need to do. His team are in front. There's a useful flick if it releases Ripley. Excellent covering again by Palmer. He runs away from Ripley with those great long legs of his. Speed now into McAllister, and Leeds have options here. Come back for Dorigo, and the high ball in is towards Dean. Blackburn sloppily give the ball back to Yeboah. He might try one of his specials. Special it was. He's back on Son. That's what he's been wanting for so long. He doesn't bother with tap-ins. And when Blackburn gave the ball to Tony Yeboah, they committed suicide. Mike Newell to the Yeboah. 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches, 4. Thank you very much. Nothing Flowers could do about this. And the Ghanaian has his 13th goal of the season, but only his 2nd in 11 games. No wonder his eyes lit up. Wham. Now then, Shearer versus Palmer. Old England colleagues. And a foul by Shearer, according to the linesman. Well, it's going to be a tough challenge tonight between these two. There was a little push there from Shearer, without question. 18 goals, though, this season, including a couple of hat-tricks. So a man leads fear without doubt, Alan Shearer. Speed gets up superbly. Now Yeboah, lovely back heel, Speed again, and right across goal. There's plenty of resolve and plenty of fluency about Leeds' game tonight. And here, Speed got up, Yeboah dragged it back, then the back heel. Picture book stuff until the finish. Ray Harford must be very concerned about the goals that his side has conceded away from home in particular. That's 23 now, and they've scored only 9. Sherwood. And then when McKinley missed it, it enabled Brolin to set Speed on his way. And off he goes, knowing Yeboah's on his left. Speed, Yeboah, and he'll go into that area. And he's still here, Yeboah. Just to hold things up now. Just get the ball across in the end, and it'll come to Dean, who fires it in, and it was pinging around all over the place there, without anybody in a white shirt getting a crucial touch. And Shearer is offside. Well, Yeboah here, he slices this. You never know what's in his mind, whether he was actually going for goal or not there. Anyway, it stayed in play, long enough for Dean to hammer it back across goal. And he's causing panic at the moment in those Blackburn ranks. Brolin.
And then from Yeboah, well, Ford's going to try his luck now. A scrambling stop. Ford obviously not yet scored a first-team goal for Leeds. And he made life difficult for Tim Flowers here. Obviously there's a shoot-on-sight policy from Leeds tonight. It's been an excellent half for Leeds. After a difficult sort of opening, Brian Dreen smashed them ahead after catching the centre-back Hendry asleep, and then Tony Yeboah with a special extended that Leeds advantage. So at half-time at Elland Road, it's Leeds United 2, Blackburn Rovers 0. So the second half starts with Leeds 2 goals to the good. And Howard Wilkinson just taking his seat. See whether he said much to them. Anyway, here goes Brolin straight away at the start of the half and gets the shot in which produces a throw-in. Sure, the crowd would love Brolin to be on the score sheet tonight in his debut. The most important thing for Leeds is progress to the next round, and there's a nice touch from Brolin. "26 years of age today." And a good long clearance from Flowers for Shearer. Onto Newell. He got his head to it twice before Kelly cleared as far as McAllister. Neither side really settled as yet in this second half. Now Speed gives the ball away, and it's picked up for Blackburn by Batty, with Ripley now attacking. Oh! And an own goal by Gary Kelly. The most astonishing own goal. A diving header which he can't believe. Well, that's one of those things that happen from time to time in a football match, and everybody stands there with mouths wide open saying, what on earth's going on? Ripley's cross, Kelly's perfect header, and Blackburn's first goal of the night in the most unforeseen circumstances. It's a cracking header from Kelly. I think he was trying to avoid the fella coming in. Kelly's never scored for Leeds. His only goal ever was scored for the Republic of Ireland against Germany, but he's now put through his own goal, and it's let Blackburn back into the game. So maybe the manager feels that Blackburn's luck is turning for the better. Oh, good interception from Palmer. And Speed does well to keep the ball in too. And then McAllister takes it on from Dorigo. Swings the ball out here for Dean. What a beautiful pass from McAllister. Now in Dean, can he finish it? Good save by Flowers. Sweeping move from Leeds. Excellent stop from the England #1. And a smile from Dean. It's a long time since he got 2 goals in a game, but he enjoyed that. A brilliant pass from McAllister to save her as well. And Leeds have a corner which their captain takes. Leeds looking to re-establish a 2-goal lead. And McAllister popping one up there again. Weatherall's in there to head it. Straight through to Flowers. To Brolin. Brolin again has found space, centre circle. Try and nudge it through for Yeboah. Oh, and instead it's a lovely ball. McAllister! That would have been one of the goals of the season, and Brolin is still there trying to create something. Quite superb effort from the Leeds skipper. Lasso steams forward for Blackburn, who's suddenly piecing their game together better. McAllister, who almost got a third Leeds goal a few moments ago. Brolin intelligently forward for Speed. He's got Yeboah up alongside him. Gary Speed. Now Yeboah. Still Yeboah. Brolin. Dorigo, lovely combination, and Dorigo's shot flies right across goal and out. But some lovely build-up play here, and much of it involving the new man Brolin. Well, Gary McAllister, it was Real calibre stuff, this. Brolin, McAllister, and off the bar. A little touch, I think, from Flowers there. Lovely phase of football. Brolin orchestrated it with the picking McAllister out, and he was so sharp in spotting the gap behind Flowers. Deserved a goal. And Blackburn have responded by bringing on their £5 million striker, Chris Sutton. He'll take the place of Newell. McAllister surges into space. Tries to feed Yeboah in. It was a great ball. Here's Yeboah. Brolin's in the middle. The cutback beyond Hendry and out for the corner. Hendry at full stretch put it out. Brolin was coming in for the kill behind him. Lovely ball again from McAllister. Perfectly weighted. Yeboah this time knocking it in first time. And Hendry was at full stretch. So this is Leeds' chance to cement their position. You're always holding on a bit at 2-1. Dean couldn't get in. Palmer was really played into trouble, or he played McAllister into trouble there. And now the ball forward is a dangerous one. Sutton up against Palmer. Batty. Lasso. Oh, he's got a rasping shot on him, Lasso, if he chooses to use it. But instead it's Kenner now. Oh, and it's got through to Palmer. And a few Blackburn fans appealing for handball against Carlton Palmer there, but it's a corner nonetheless. So some scary moments for the Leeds defence at the moment. And Blackburn are desperately trying to bring on a second substitute in Paul Warhurst. Whether they can do that before the corner remains to be seen. And taking McKinley off. Sure that Mr. Cooper had given McKinley permission, actually. Well, he's gone off and Warhurst hasn't yet come on. He has now. And he'll take up a position on the edge of the box. Can anybody be on the end of this corner for Blackburn? The answer was no, not for them anyway. It was Speed who was there. Ripley, they always look to him to pose a threat. And he does. Stabbed away by Weatherall. Leeds just holding on a bit at the moment. They were comfortably cruising in the first half at 2-0. That Kelly own goal changed the complexion of the tie. Blackburn trying to give it everything in a bid to at least take the match to a replay at Ewood Park. And Leeds are getting both there. There are two substitutes stripped. So I think Howard Wilkinson might react quickly. Lasso. For Sutton, got his head to it. Instead it's Ripley, it's Hendry. Oh, and Sutton, and it comes off a Leeds boot and out for the corner. Palmer just getting in a diving tackle, which he had to do. And Wilkinson will know that Leeds are just a little on the rack at the moment. The Red Rose team are giving it plenty at the moment, and Lukic and co are being fully stretched. High from Ripley, in goes Hendry! And a fabulous save by John Lukic. Hendry cannot believe it. He scored here last season. That's a typical Colin Hendry effort. He gets the full forehead to this. And Lukic, with a superb response, tipped it over. Lukic hasn't had much to do, but he did that very well. And now Weatherall comes to Leeds' aid with a clearing header. Leeds looking for the breathing space of a third goal at the moment. But it comes back the Leeds way into the hands of Lukic. What a great save that was from John Lukic a moment ago. He earned his salary with that alone tonight. Quite a wonderful stop this. It's a reactionary save from Colin Hendry, who puts everything into it. It's a real backbender. Here comes McAllister now. He might catch Flowers out. And it's gone a couple of feet astray. But McAllister's had 2 worthy tries in this half. Allowed to run through to him. And it was a good effort. Well, now Wilkinson does make his changes. Noel Whelan and Rob Bowman introduced for Gary Speed, and Thomas Brolin. Brolin, I would think, would be reasonably happy with his debut. He must be pretty tired, and I'm told he likes early nights as well, so he'll probably be tucked him in bed in about an hour's time. And now the crowd ooh because Yeboah's on the ball, pursued by Berg. Just a number of players who've started to slip. Kelly wide to Dean. Dean slowing things down before hitting his shots, and it dips just over. Not short on confidence tonight, Brian Dean, probably born of that early goal. And here he sized things up. That was a rasping try. And Leeds go through to the last 8, and you can sense the joy in the reaction of the players there. Arms raised aloft. Gary Kelly's bizarre own goal in the second half didn't matter in the end, as Blackburn threw everything at Leeds. But those first half strikes from Dean and Yeboah were good enough. Leeds 2, Blackburn Rovers 1.